A short video of little waterfall here. I've just been doing a bit of prospecting. Found these little boil holes here, and come summer I think I'll give them a little go. This waterfall here, we had a flood a few weeks back, and it's literally ripped out all the banking right down to the bedrock. Done a bit of scraping out of that, and just found dust really. But all I'm doing at the minute is just having a little look around the lay of the land, see if there's anywhere that has been uncovered, unusual areas. Maybe even get lucky. You can see there where it's ripped out the mosses and the grasses, and that's just the force of the water. As you can imagine, I mean, you can see all this iron in there. I'd be tempted to have a little dabble around here just to see, sample a bit of the dust. The gravel. There's quite a few quartz veins running through here as well, which is quite interesting. As you can see, I'm just looking in little holes. Sorry, you're kind of following me. I'm doing what I do normally, which is just looking around, looking for little nooks and crannies that the gold may settle in. Just for later dates more than anything, rather than now. You see that quartz there? So I'm just looking if it's uncovered anything that's anywhere I can visually see anything like any specks of gold or anything. As I say, I sampled earlier further up, and there's certainly dust in there, but it's not really what I'm after. I'm looking for something close to the gold vein. So things like this that you can pull out, but you can't pull that out. I thought I could. That ain't coming out. Maybe a rock I can pull off, and as I say, little bands of quartz there. Looking for the feeder quartz veins that the gold settles in. Not saying it's going to happen, but one day I will find a seam. Look at this great big gully here. But, now again, I'd sample at the bottom of that. There's a big change in the bed. I don't know if I'm going to get across here. Just 1 minute. It might not look high, but it is. 1 second. Don't slip. There we go. So this is kind of been gouged out really. Quartz actually erodes much quicker than the surrounding bedrock, which you imagine the mineralised rock is going to wash away much quicker than this solid rock here, simply because it dissolves much easier. That's what gives us all these little nooks and all these, what would you call them? These falls. Also, you've got the idea of where the water flows as well. Obviously, over the millennia, find that the water cuts through various areas, and it finds the easiest path. So it's always it's constantly changing depending on what happens with the river. If there's a big flood, it'll dam up, take a different path. So we look for, as a gold prospector, you look for old river beds, things like that, where the river used to run. Sorry, I'm just kind of looking. This is quite deep that, so I don't think I really want to be in there. Looking for anything that stands out, anything unusual. Yeah, nothing that interesting. So now I've got to get back up there. Great. All part of the fun, eh? You see where what's happened here is that was originally the river level. River's found the path of least resistance, and it's just kept cutting through there. Eventually it'll cut on both sides of this rock. That rock will erode away and drop in down here. You can also see where the land's actually, what do you call it, the layers in the bedrock there. So originally that was kind of flat, those layers, so it may even have been that way, but it's actually moved over thousands of years, hundreds of thousands of years, and put in all different directions, all sorts of directions now. So I'm not going to bore too much. Like I say, I'm just having a little look. If I find anything interesting, or in fact no, let's get back up here. This video's getting a bit long now. I'll get back over this ridge if I can. Give you a wide angle view or a panoramic view. So you can see where it's just cut through there. All I need to find is a nice little gully. You see those potholes or boil hole one there? That's probably about 6 foot deep, that boil hole. Might struggle to do anything with that. That little one there, I might give it a little go in the summer. Emptying it out, see if there's anything collected in there. What you tend to find is in this one here, that's a nice deep hole there. And what I might do in the summer is get in that and see if any gold's collected in there. So yeah, I'll give you a little view from the top and then I'll leave you alone. There you go. So the water comes bounding over here. Now, when the floods were a few weeks ago, the water was up at this level there, on those tree line there. It's washed away all of the gravel that was on top of this bedrock. Bounded over the top there, and there'll be a lot of gold in down there. It'll have dumped a lot, maybe not just today but over a long period of time. But here again, this little hole here, give this one a little look in there. Again, the gold being heavy, it just wants to, it'll drop in every little hole and nook and cranny. Might be a little bit deeper than I thought this. Yeah, just clear it out. This is really